Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer, and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password or check our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find the link on the weekly talk section. Today is Sunday, March 18th, and we are continuing our monthly topic of What If? The topic for today is What We'll See Will Defy Explanation. So at this time, I'd like to once again truly welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center in Vallarta, whether you are here on the live Zoom call or watching the replay at a later time. Here we teach a philosophy that honors all faith traditions. So no matter what path you are on, please know that it is the right one for you and that everyone is welcome here. We teach the philosophy called the Science of Mind, a teaching based on New Thought and ancient wisdom, where we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching in the 1920s, he had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts in order to create the science of mind. When asked to provide a concise definition of the teaching, he replied, "It is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations." So each week we offer a service with an inspirational message. We offer the Zoom meeting at 10 a.m. and also meet in person at 12 noon on Sundays. Whether you are watching online or in person, please hang out after to enjoy a cup of coffee and some great conversations with like-minded people. So now let's review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And more on all of these can be found on their own drop-down page on our website. So now let's have a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. So this is reading from March 2014, which was the last year the magazine was in print. And this is a spiritual mind treatment, which, as you may know, is always done in the first person. So I invite you to gently close your eyes if you so choose, and take these words as your own. In the stillness of my core, I behold the absolute oneness of spirit and sense its being within me and as me now. Unified, its nature and my nature reveal profound peace and assurance. With love as a quality of my being, I direct my word and receive my constant guidance and fulfillment. I am a center of peace, and through all around me may appear chaotic or stormy, I am both radiant and attractive of peace and powerful people. I find a ready smile and welcoming eyes with everyone I meet. My heart fills with feelings of embrace and acceptance in every situation. I carry this acceptance with me throughout my day and even into my sleep. I sleep in peace and I wake in joy. In my joy of being alive and centered in the One, I declare that the infinite peace of Spirit's presence reveals before my perfect way of being in this world and sustains me in it always. With gratitude and trust, I release my word as the active law of my life, demonstrating my peace now. And so it is. And that was originally submitted by Reverend John Lusk from Westlake Village, California. And so, what if we expected the great? We lean into joy and possibility, choosing to expect better of ourselves, each other, and the world. How might my life and the world change if I fully believed good is always unfolding, even in the face of challenge? Ernest Holmes wrote this: "There is a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it." In The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes wrote, "There is a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it." We all believe this. The question is, why do we not use it more effectively? If all things are possible in faith, why do we not have more faith? If affirmative prayers are answered, why do we not always pray affirmatively? Let us try to figure out just how we can more effectively cooperate with the law of mind in action. And that's from Living the Science of Mind. Belief acknowledges this power. Expectancy activates it. Expectancy is faith in motion. It is living as though the good we desire is already unfolding and trusting that we will see it and act upon it. What if we expected the great, no matter what the outward experience of the world presented to us? What if, without exception, good was always happening all around us? In Science of Mind, we recognize that joy and sorrow often stand side by side, and yet we can still invite everyone, no matter their burdens, into a space of love and a vision of hope for goodness, and actually, fully, without hesitation, believe that it is possible. This is not blind optimism. It's the courage and the courageous choice to expect better of ourselves and of the world. When we live in expectancy, we challenge personal and collective limitations and intentionally inform our subconscious mind of our desires, embodying the truth that spirit is not only present, but powerfully creative through us. Estelle Frankel wrote this: "One of the essential tools of faith is imagination. Every journey into the unknown requires imagination, the ability to see things that are not yet visible or manifest." And this is a reading from Ernest Holmes' book, This Thing Called You. Your subconscious mind is the medium between unconditioned good and the amount of that good you shall experience. The operation of your subconscious mind is that of a silent force within you, which holds up its images of thought to the universal law of mind, which, in turn, reflects into your experience the things you inwardly believe. Your problem is to change these subjective images of thought so that you will automatically attract good. There are no exact formulas for doing this. You will do well to work on your own method, always remembering that definite statements produce definite results when these statements are sincerely believed in. Expectancy seeds progress. Therefore, live in a continual state of expectancy. No matter how much good you are experiencing today, expect greater tomorrow. Expect to meet new friends. Expect to meet new and wonderful experiences. Try this magic of expectancy, and you will soon discover a dramatic side to your work, which gives full vent to constructive feelings. It makes life a game that is a joy to play. It enables you to enter into the spirit of things and of people. So the world is always present conditions, some beautiful, others painful, that tempt us into resignation, hopelessness, or limited thinking. To expect better is a revolutionary act, a courageous stand for living our best lives today and cultivating the future, one that invites us to see joy and sorrow as proximate and still choose hope, still choose to see a better way when there seems to be no way. It asks us to anchor in the idea that good is always happening and to let this deep faith shape the way we show up, even in hard experiences. This is a quote from The Science of Mind. We must relight the torch of our imagination by fire caught from heaven. We must remain faithful to this vision, for a realization of the presence of God is the secret power of our work. So expectancy is an invitation for healing. When headlines, social media feeds, and our public and private conversations seem polarized and divisive, the idea of expecting good can seem naive or even impossible. And yet, this is precisely the time when such expectancy matters the most. By unapologetically expecting better of ourselves and the world, we become a rebuttal to the narrative of inevitable decline. Our expectancy invites others into a space where love, justice, peace, and more than ideals, they are living possibilities. In this way, we model the hope that is not passive. It is a spiritual a spiritual and moral commitment to the betterment of all. David Orr, professor of environmental studies, said this: hope is a verb with the sleeves rolled up. Getting down to business, right? So here's a short story about the African entrepreneur Fred Swanker. He had long believed that Africa's greatest resource was not minerals or oils. It is in the young people. Born in Ghana and raised in several African countries, he noticed early that many talented students were surrounded by low expectations. Bright young people often lacked the opportunity and the encouragement to imagine themselves as leaders who could shape the futures of their nations. So in 2004, he helped found the African Leadership Academy in Johannesburg, South Africa. The Academy brings together exceptional students from all across the African continent and trains them not only in academics, but also in leadership, ethics, and entrepreneurship. The goal is to develop a new generation committed to solving Africa's challenges. Swanaker summarizes the idea this way: where expectations are low, mediocrity thrives. But we must not simply set higher expectations. We must redefine our expectations entirely, recognizing that the opportunities and possibilities in Africa are limited only by our own imagination and commitment. What if we had that same leadership academy in North America? What a difference that would make. So living in expectancy is more than positive thinking. It is a conscious cooperation with the law of mind in action. When political and racial tensions erupt around the globe, it's tempting to let fear, division, or despair define our outlook. Yet expectancy calls us to anchor in something deeper, a spiritual truth that transcends circumstance. When we expect the great, we align our choices, our speech, and our energy with divine possibility. This isn't about ignoring challenges, but about meeting them with the inner conviction that Spirit is already at work for our good. In doing so, we resist the pull of cynicism, becoming channels for possibility, and challenge the belief that the outer conditions have the final word. Teilhard de Chardin wrote this: expectation is perhaps the supreme spiritual function and the most distinctive characteristic of our species. What sets us apart from all other animals is that we can change our sense of expectancy. Many people no longer expect anything. The flame of expectancy must be rekindled at all costs. We must revive in ourselves the desire and the hope for us to become all that we are capable of becoming. So imagine if each and every one of us lived up to our greatest expectancy of who we are working together. Expectancy is more than wishful thinking. It's the intentional act of aligning our subconscious beliefs with the unconditioned good that is always available. Ernest Holmes teaches that that what we inwardly believe becomes the pattern life reflects back to us. When we choose to expect good, especially in times of political tension, racial division, and global conflict, we are making a conscious decision to cooperate with the law of mind in action. This choice invites transformation both within and all around us. We become living examples of faith in motion, courageously envisioning a world where love, justice, and peace are not only possible, but inevitable. In Science of Mind, we do not ignore pain or pretend away difficulty. Instead, we stand in the truth that Spirit is ever present, ever creative, and always ready to respond to our highest expectancy. So this week, ask yourself, what am I truly expecting in this area of my life. And notice if your expectations are quietly shaped by fear, past disappointments, or the headlines of the day. And then imagine shifting those expectations towards the highest good that you can imagine for yourself, your community, and for the world. Throughout the day, notice when doubt, cynicism, or resignation try to creep in, and constantly replace those thoughts with an affirmative statement of faith. When encountering difficult news or personal setbacks, pause, breathe, and re-anchor in the idea that Spirit is at work. Let your words, actions, and presence quietly defy the belief that the outer conditions have. And I'll leave you with this quote from the Science of Mind. Expectancy speeds our good. Expectancy is the law of attraction in action. And that leads us to our affirmation for the day, or for the week. I believe in goodness, so I expect the great. And now news and updates at our center. We are meeting at our new location, the Living Room Bookstore and Cafe in Cinco de Diciembre. And this location is listed on our website as well. If you are interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we will be offering courses via Zoom as well as in person. So connect with me or check our website for further details. There's also a survey for your input on upcoming courses that you would like to see. So please check that out and provide your suggestions so that we can make plans for them. If you would like to have a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment, please connect with me so we can arrange that. And if you would like to be if you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, as we do renew memberships annually, or if you'd like to be on our board of trustees, please contact me so that you can be sent the current form. And notification of our upcoming annual general meeting will be posted on the website soon and in future notifications as well. I'd also like to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Please note that when you like and comment on our YouTube channel, it does affect the algorithms so that more people are able to see our post and will likely join us in the future. So help us to grow this community online. And also let me know if you would be interested in receiving our post via Substack. So now it's our time for mindful giving and financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless the financial gifts that you give today, no matter the amount. Donations can be made using PayPal or Tithely through our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find the donate buttons on both the landing page as well as on the page for the weekly talks. Alternatively, you can still send in a paper check by addressing it to CSLPV number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y8N1. And now, please join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration, and also includes standing up against injustice. Today, more than ever, we need to stand for peace. Hug your friends, your loved ones, and your neighbors. May peace and love be with you. Blessings to all. Namaste.